Hi guys, it's Warren here. For those who don't know me, I'm a second year pre-medical student at the University of Queensland. Today I'll just be sharing some of my knowledge on stretching in general. Now you guys might be wondering, why are you talking about something so simple as stretching, right? And I actually thought this was the perfect time to share my knowledge because from where I am in Sydney, we're in a lockdown right now, and with the gyms being closed, everyone's going out for more runs, and I thought what a better way than to share the importance of stretching before and after your runs and what types of stretches that you should be doing. So I noticed that there's actually a common myth with stretching, like you shouldn't stretch before your exercise because it might injure yourself, and I just wanted to sort of dispel some of this misinformation. So first of all, there's two types of stretches: dynamic stretching and static stretching. Dynamic stretching is stretching while you're in motion, and so these are the types of stretches that actually put your joints into a full range of motion. Dynamic stretches are meant to be done before your workouts or before your runs, and these stretches help warm up the muscle. It helps move the joint much more easily, prepare the joint for the actual workout. Provided that you're doing an intense enough workout, you're going to be tearing your muscle fibers. And so by doing these dynamic stretches, you're warming them up so that you don't injure yourself. Let me explain how you can injure yourself. So if you're just getting off to like say a sprint, right? It can be really easy because your muscles are still cold, the blood isn't really flowing to them, and so when an immediate point of trauma is placed on the muscle, it's very easy to tear and injure yourself. And so that's why you should be doing your dynamic stretches before your workout. Now, the common myth that stretching before your workout is bad is related to static stretching. So the second type of stretching is static stretching. It's pretty much when you're just staying in one spot and you're holding a stretch pose for 20 to 30 seconds. Now, these stretches are meant to be done after your workout. Again, these help prevent injury by lengthening the muscle so that it's more used to that movement, but also it actually helps decrease your muscle fatigueness and soreness after your run. I know that whenever I've done a run, like after a long period where I've done like no exercise, the very next day I'm super sore. But the times when I've actually stretched after those runs has actually helped me so much so that I can actually get around the house. Hi guys, welcome back to the video. So this is another part of my house where I'm going to be doing the stretches. I just thought that this would be a more appropriate place to do it so that I have more space and I can actually demonstrate the full stretch properly. So the first stretch that I'm going to be demonstrating is a dynamic stretch. So these dynamic stretches are going to be your leg swings, your sideways leg swings, your hamstring curls, and your lunges. Now these are aimed to work out and warm up all parts of your legs, and so this is really the minimal stretching that you should do. So leg swings look at something like this. You can hold onto a wall and just literally swing your leg, but actually put some force into it. That way you're actually stretching the muscle. Do both sides as well, like that. Now try to do around 20 on each side, that way you're properly warming up the muscle. The next one is sideways leg swings. These ones are very easy to do if you have a wall or like a tree, maybe even a post next to you. It's very easy to actually do. And do the other leg of course as well. Now lunges are very simple. They look something a little like this, where you're just pushing off the leg, pushing off. Now do around 10 on each side and you will be properly warmed up. And then the next dynamic stretch after that is your leg curls or your hamstring curls. So I'm going to do a side profile and to show you what it actually looks like. So again, you want to put your foot up like that. Again, your toes pointing up towards the sky, and then bring your back down and sort of like you're scooping up water. And then do like around 10, 15 on each side, and these are obviously targeted to working out your hamstrings that are located behind your leg. The next one is the calf raises, and as the name suggests, you're pretty much sort of tiptoeing, like raising your calves by going on the balls of your toes. And so do this one like a little bit slowly. Don't do it like fast like this, otherwise you're not getting the full stretch properly. Do these dynamic stretches at a moderate pace so that way you're actually doing the stretch properly, and so it can help prevent your injuries. Hi guys, welcome back. So I've moved to another area of my house where I thought it was more appropriate to do these static stretches where I want to be on the floor, not moving too much, not using too much of my muscle, especially after my workout, right? Now the stretches that I'm going to go through are the bare minimal. I'm going to go through a little more optional stretches after that for those who are feeling very keen to do stretches after this video. But these are the minimal stretches that you should be trying to do. That way you're preventing injury and you're preparing yourself for your next workout so that you can properly recover. And best of all, this is my favorite reason actually, prevent soreness, especially after your workout, right? So the first one is your hamstrings. Now what you want to do, try and touch your toes. Try not to like lunge, but try to keep it in the same position. That's why it's called a static stretch, right? And do it for both positions. Do it for both legs, I mean, right? The next stretch is your quad stretch. This one is pretty easy. Curl it back, flex it, and so in this position, lean back, and you should feel the quad stretch right here. Again, do it for both legs. Your next stretch should be your calf stretch. Calves are located at the very back of your leg. So this is the leg and this is the thigh. So the back of your leg, right? And so what you want to do is, essentially you want to sort of keep so I'm stretching the left leg by the way. You want to stretch, keep your heel on the ground. That way you're actually properly executing the stretch, right? Now this leg can you can hover in the air. I like to put it behind my leg so that I don't like left awkward with a floating leg, right? Now this is for the calf muscle. Now there is another stretch that you can do in this position, and it's very similar. It's called the soleus stretch, and it's just right underneath your calf. You just bend your leg a little bit. So I'll demonstrate the other leg now. So what you want to do is sort of bend the leg now. Now for this one, my soleus is not that flexible, and so my heel can't actually touch the ground. But the place where I'm feeling the stretch is like right here. So again, in a push-up sort of position, sort of press down, but don't go too far, otherwise you'll go the other way, where you're not supposed to go, which is injuring yourself, right? Again, do it on the other leg, and then that should be it. Now another easy one to do is your groin. This should be a very important one to do as well. It's actually very important to help you walk, to help you run, to help you drive, step on the gas pedal. You are using your groin, and so it's very important. Now the next ones that I'll be going over are the optional ones, and so this is stretching out your glutes. So the glutes are located on your butt. Pretty much how you stretch that is cross your leg over on top of the straight leg. Bring your leg up, your knee up, pointing to the sky. Now you can lean back or go onto the ground. I like to go onto the ground so that I don't have to worry about anything, and then that way I'm doing this sort of stretch. So I put my hands through the hole that I've created with my crossed leg, and I push back on the knee. Now you should be feeling a stretch right along here, right? This is sort of like behind your thigh, sort of where the hamstrings are located, but a bit higher, right? And the glutes on the butt should be feeling the stretch. Now these are all the stretches that I'm going to go through, but again, just trying to put my knowledge out there so that people can actually get back to stretching, which is a very important part of exercising. Thanks for watching.